Good morning. Let us discuss current affairs. In the recent past, National Biopharma Mission is in news. National Biopharma Mission aimed to connect industry with academia. Indian pharmaceutical industry plays a key role even in the world pharmaceutical industry. National Biopharma Mission is going to be a game changer in the pharmaceutical industry, where academic research and academic scholasticism will get connected to industry. Now, pharmaceutical industry is going to be benefited out of knowledge, research and work of academics in pharmaceutical industry. I3, I for innovate, I for India. Innovate in India is a tagline of National Biopharma Mission. Innovate in India is the tagline of National Biopharma Mission. Next important current affairs, BharatNet project. BharatNet is a broadband connectivity to 2.5 lakh village panchayats across the country. As we all know, digital divide is a major problem in India. We'll have better accessibility of digital connectivity in urban India. Rural India has no digital connectivity, and in some parts the internet will be very slow. So, with the aim of having more digital connectivity to the rural India, so that agriculture sector and other small scale sectors, including the youth in rural India, will get connected to better accessibility to the internet, we have BharatNet project with the aim of making 2.5 lakh villages getting connected to internet, broadband internet. And in the second phase of BharatNet, it is 1.5 lakh villages, and it is aimed to be completed by March 2019. Let us hope it will complete by March 2019. Next important article today in Hindu is the mandates of natural justice. The mandates of natural justice. Tomorrow is November 26th, 2017. November 26th is regarded as Constitution Adoption Day. Very important prelims question. November 26th is considered as Constitution Adoption Day. When B.R. Ambedkar announced this on November 26th in the Constituent Assembly that we are adopting the Constitution, it got good acclaims and cheers. At the same time, it was also considered as Law Day by Bar Association. L.M. Singhi, the chief of Bar Association. But of late, the article entered into other domain, that is mastering the roster. How Chief Justice of India can morally master the roster when his personal interest is involved. There is a fundamental principle in law. No one should be a judge when his own interest is involved. When there are some allegations on the interest, it is better that we should not take up the case and sit in the position of judge. As we all know, in ethics and in polity, justice should not only be done, but manifestably and undoubtedly seems to be done. Justice should not only be done, but manifestably and undoubtedly seems to be done. But unfortunately, in the Indian judiciary today, in that Prasad Educational Trust case, though there was some allegation on Deepak Misra, the CJ of India, CJ of India claims that he has the legal right to constitute the bench and who should sit and preside over that bench. And the article also discusses various aspects of previous cases where Gajendra Gadkar and the then Attorney General also spoke about this issue. And the article discusses a term called constitutional morality, very important term in polity and ethics. What is this constitutional morality? It is not the letter of the constitution, but the spirit of the constitution, autonomy of the institutions, and independence of judgment, and public trust and credibility, all these things comes under constitutional morality. Remember the term constitutional morality in the article. And the editorial today is a symbolic victory. This is about getting two-leaf symbol, O Pannirselvam and E Palniswamy. Both factions have come together to form the government in Tamil Nadu after the episode of Latha and Sashikala, and we all know that they got the two-leaf symbol recently. Just getting two-leaf symbol is not sufficient to win the position. Just getting two-leaf symbol is not enough to win the RK Puram elections, RK Nagar elections in Tamil Nadu. They have to go a long way and fight a very hard battle. They have to fight a very hard battle. That's very important. And here, election symbols and election disputes are decided by election commission, as we all know. That we have to. This year, election commission and the role played by election commission is very important. Particularly VVPAT, voter verifiable paper audit trial, and other electoral reforms are very important for this year prelims and mains. Coming back, the next article is the China plan. The China plan. This article is related to Rohingya issue. China have given a plan to solve the Rohingya crisis between Bangladesh and Myanmar, where more than 6 lakhs Rohingyas fled from Rakhine state of Myanmar to Bangladesh. China have given a peace plan, ceasefire and repatriation, and China also committed that it will give economic assistance. It will provide economic assistance in this particular aspect. But China's interest in this issue is, as per the article, China's OBOR is going through this particular area in Myanmar, and also China have a lot of investments in this particular areas in Myanmar. So China's interest is economic interest. But the other wrote, more than economic interest, this particular problem should be looked into the political prism rather than economic prism. So China is mediating, and China's foreign minister visited both Bangladesh and Myanmar to solve the refugee problem of Rohingyas, but not without any interest, but with some vested interest. The vested interest is Chinese investments in this particular area, OBOR policy, and also other various fields in Myanmar. Next important article today is Endgame in Syria. Endgame in Syria. As we all know, Syrian conflict started 7 years back. Bashar al-Assad, who belonged to Shia Alawite community, was unwilling to step down even till now. The civil war in Syria claimed more than 4 lakh lives. The civil war in Syria claimed more than 4 lakh lives. More than 19 million people got displaced. Every time we'll see insurgency, terrorism, all sorts of problems in Syria. And Syrian problem is no more a regional issue. It has become an international issue where America, Russia, Turkey, Egypt, Saudi Arabia, almost all the countries, powerful countries got involved with various vested interests and various stakes. As we all know, Russia, China, Iran have different interests with Syria, and Russian friendship with Syria and Iran friendship with Syria. The problem here is the leader is Shia. And Shia countries are supporting like Iran. And recently, we all know Astana process. The capital of Kazakhstan, Astana. Astana gave its good officers to solve the problem of Syria. And in Astana process, many countries participated. Turkey, all other countries. But the thing is, UN Geneva talks, Astana process, though they look like very good, but no proper result got achieved. This week, Vladimir Putin have conducted some talks in Sochi, Russia. Let us hope these talks at least will be fruitful and Syria will be a peaceful place. As we all know, IS is receding in Syria. Let us hope that better prospects will come to Syria. But the problem is, all the stakeholders have various divergent interests in Syria. For example, take Turkey. Turkey wants Bashar al-Assad to step down. Turkey wants Bashar al-Assad to step down. And could these militants should be recognized as terrorists? And could these militants should be recognized as terrorists? The interests, whereas Russia wants different thing. Russia wants Bashar al-Assad to continue. So the interests of various stakeholders are different. Even the interests of Saudi Arabia, Israel, they have different interests in Syria. So to make all interests converge is a tough task. We all know that USA has a different interest in Syria. Now USA wanted the Bashar al-Assad to come down and democratic elections should be started in Syria. And India's role in Syria right now is exemplary, because India played a very subtle role in Syrian issue, and India had a trade surplus in Syria. India's trade with Syria is exemplary, and India is loved, almost liked by almost all the stakeholders in Syria. India is liked by almost all the stakeholders in Syria. Next important article today is about Stuartpuram. Stuartpuram. The place Stuartpuram is located in the bordering districts of Guntur and Prakasam. The Stuartpuram mostly in Guntur and in Prakasam districts. Earlier during British colonial period, due to some criminal allegations and other aspects, Stuartpuram, they have constructed a colony to reform the thieves. They have constructed a colony to reform. So Stuartpuram is considered as a reformative colony. But the people today are facing stigma. The people today are facing stigma. All the Telugu people, Telugu speaking people also knows there is a movie on Stuartpuram where Chiranjeevi is a hero. Stuartpuram police station, all these things. Stuartpuram is notorious in the movies also. But the thing is, the particular tribal community called Erikula community in Stuartpuram is still facing the stigma. Now they want to live the life with human dignity. See, humans do mistakes, and that too, when one small group does some mistake, the entire colony is being stigmatized, ostracized socially now. Now, employment, awareness, development, and respect for young generation, education, all these things are now needed in Stuartpuram. So the article is very heart touching. You can read this article, Stuartpuram, in Hindu paper today. And apart from that, you have various things that are going on in India in the international level and the national level that we will discuss tomorrow. Thank you very much.